Hello, everyone. I am now probably in a very familiar spot to many people who have taken a lot of online courses or taught them and been around with them. A good traditional place to be. As you can see by the refrigerator in the background, I'm at the kitchen table, which has been my home as a doctoral student, my home as an instructor. This is kind of where I try to wrap things up and look at the week just gone by and look ahead to the week that's coming and to just talk a little bit about the course and its mechanics. And as I may have mentioned in my first introduction to the first unit, this is a regular feature. This is something I want to do every week because it gives me a chance to really look at what's going on and what will come. Not only from what's already been written up in the developed course, but actually looking with this particular group, this class, and really customizing, getting it down to what we're seeing in our real-time performance this mod. So right here in mod 5 in 2015, that's what this is all about. So if you watched the video I just made a little while ago in the discussion board in week 1, that's kind of where I thought I wanted to sum up my opinion, and where I thought we had gone in that discussion board was just fantastic. The performance in the first week was really, really gratifying, and the participation has been excellent. The depth of thought and critical thinking and presentation of ideas that I see in this first week's discussion really are worthy of a 400 level course. Everyone seems to have taken to heart how we need to proceed. And I think you can just see from the quality of what we were able to do in that first week that a lot of the learning is going to come from our general participation in the discussion board. So that's where we really need to be going, doing it in that same way. And as I mentioned in the video specific in the discussion board, my participation level varies. To be very honest with you, I read everything daily as it comes in. I want to see what's going on. If I think I can stimulate the discussion by asking a question or two here or there, or making a comment, or maybe challenging an answer, I will. If it's going great like it was in the first week, well, maybe not so much. But we did a really great job. I thought it was fantastic this first week, and if it keeps up for the rest of the course, that's going to be great. Okay, so now moving into week 2. Week 2 is going to get a little more involved because we're going to do a couple of things. First, let me talk about the subject matter for week 2. I'm going to start more introduction of the strategic planning process. Okay, and what you've seen there, what you see in the videos we've got this week are basically about some of the more classic ideas of strategic planning. You see things from Michael Porter at the Harvard Business School and his five forces model. That's one thing that I really think you'll find interesting in how we do it. He also has some definitions for you in that video that says, what is strategy? Really important that you look at that and consider it. It's short, but it's very powerful when he asks and answers what is strategy. Because when you hear what some other people usually say, maybe you'll start thinking about it and say, is that a strategy or is that just a term I think I'm throwing out? What is strategy? That's what this week is all about. And also, you're going to see a video from a gentleman whose work I really, really enjoy. It's Sir Ken Robinson, and he is a really renowned expert on education. But he also introduces one of our main themes of this course this week, and it's the whole art of collaboration. Because what you should have seen by now is you've got in place, these are not technical issues and administrative issues. You've all been put in a group, and it was pretty much random. Nothing fancy about it. I didn't try to match up anybody from what I'd read so far. People were placed in groups, and we ended up, I think, with 4 groups of 4 and one of 5. Okay, 5's about the biggest I'll ever do a group in this course. Why? That's the group you're going to be working with on the case study. And as you notice also, the major case was introduced to you in Unit 1. And that case, which is entitled, Opportunity or Catastrophe, That's the one you're going to be working on in your group to try to find a comprehensive solution to the problem that's posed to you. So I think if you haven't done so already, I really need you to read through that case and look at the role your group have been assigned as kind of the uh, consultant to the fictitious Jake Farnsworth. But the case is based on some very real characters. And if you have any questions about it, really contact me. I'll be back to you as fast as I can, and I'll try to answer them as well as I can without prejudicing your ability to go out and create your own solution. So the groups have been formed. The other thing that we're going to start doing this week in week 2 and right through week 7, so the middle 6 weeks of the course, is kind of do a little review of the Baldrige quality principles. And these are the guiding philosophies. I talked about visions and stuff like that. Well, one of the things you have to have is values, and we at the business school here at Post use the Malcolm Baldrige core values, and we incorporate them in the way we see things. And Malcolm Baldrige was all about quality, and the Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award still is the highest award you can get for quality in American business. And we want to try to have people keep an eye, sort of a way to say it, keep your eye on the ball with the Baldrige principles. So every week there's a little exercise towards the end of the week with its own rubric and its own instructions, just asking you, what Baldrige principles did you see in action during your work in the week? Which ones did you see perhaps in the materials? Which ones haven't you seen? How is this affecting you? How are we living up to being the Malcolm Baldrige School, which is something we really aspire to here at the university? So that's new to you, and I think I may have to make sure that you have a set of the Malcolm Baldrige core values posted, and I will do that right away as soon as we're done with this recording, okay? So that's the things that are going on this week. More introduction to strategy, more introduction to your group members. So go into the groups, get to know your group members, start exchanging. There's a complete set of tools in the group settings that you have to use. You'll have your own discussion board. You will have your own file sharing. It's all right there. Everything you need to do, because one of the themes here, like we said, is collaboration. And in fact, collaboration is a big part of this course because it simulates what you're going to be facing in the real world. So those things are there. The other thing I really wish everyone to do, when you have a question, please ask. If you have a comment, please make it. I need to know these things because, as I said, this is a redesigned version. The course has been around for a long time, but never in this form. And you guys are the first people to take it. If we get feedback from you, we can make improvements. And maybe if something's really wrong or something really is great and we need more of it, maybe we can even make some of those adjustments on the fly this time around so that you won't just be benefiting people in the future. We can have that benefit right here in our class. And that's something I want to do. One of the Malcolm Baldrige principles is agility. Well, I think we're going to try to show agility in this class and how we do things like that. Continuous improvement. If we can improve it right here and now, we will. Okay, so it's been a really great first week. I think the second week, I see no difference in the quality, and the material lends itself to an equally quality discussion. You've got that little wrinkle of the added little Baldrige assignment. Believe me, it's not going to be burdensome. It's just there to make sure, like I said, that we keep our eye on the ball, keep our focus on where we need to go. And if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to contact me, okay? Thanks for all your work, and I hope to talk to you several times during the week.